Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Well, the day has finally come, and if you haven't seen it in your own email, you might want to take a look. If you are a WatchBack user, you will have received this email right here, and unfortunately, it is talking about the changes that they're making to the WatchBack app, and really, as far as use from your phone, it no longer exists after this date. Let's let that go off to the side and we'll continue on. As we go down and see, we're going to look and we're going to see it comes from WatchBack, and we're going to talk about, we're writing to inform you that June 25th, the current WatchBack app will be shutting down. Now, we talked about this a little bit when they made their changes, and to be honest with you, it's not really all that surprising. I said it when that all came about, and I said this is not going to work well. They're not going to be able to continue to do this. It's eventually going to come to an end, and June 25th it is going to come to an end. Now, if you really are fond of this app or you really want to continue with it, they have a little more to say about what it's going to be used for. And as we can read through, WatchBack was launched to learn how rewards can be used to drive new content. That was kind of saying what originally they wanted the app to do. Do I think it did very well with it? I think it initially was really good, worked really well, but as it continued, it just was not good with the changes they made it, and that was really, saying that the end was near as far as I'm concerned. But they are going to continue, and we're going to read into it a little more. We're moving towards a content-fused reward system. Okay. The next part is where it's going to knock a whole lot of people out of here. We will launch on Amazon Fire connected TV devices. So, as you can see, they're going to be in there with Amazon as far as doing this. Your TV screen will now be the primary way to watch content. So, you're not going to see any of the mobile offers. They say we will still offer a mobile app, but as we read down farther, things are really going to change. We will no longer feature short clips. Instead, we will only offer full-length TV shows and movies. So right now you can see it's not going to be something quick. It's not going to be 5 or 10 minutes to earn a couple cents, 25 cents or whatever. And really, in the initial form of it, you could really earn pretty well. This app really did do well in the very beginning, but it was ultimately it failed, and it moving away of a lot of other apps. It's just moving to something different, and it may be valuable to you, it may not. Let's read and see what is going to happen. There will be few ads, and most content within WatchBack will be ad-free. So what this is showing is they are moving away from the ad system, which means they're going to be paid from the companies that these movies and shows are basically the owners of these shows and stuff out there are going to be paying for their content to be viewed. It's no longer going to be advertising based, and it will be interesting to see. It doesn't look like they will be able to do anything with perk after that. As we get down to some of the key details, we'll see about that as well. Our goal is to attract viewers motivated by a love of TV and movies. If you watch 5 TV shows or movies a month on the new WatchBack, you will receive a Fandango promo code valid towards 1 movie ticket, up to $12. First off, really, you cut out majority of the people that would be using this app, because you're basically just giving a voucher. Everybody knows that you're not really going to be able to go to the movies for $12. It just doesn't happen like that anymore. Maybe 10 years ago that was an option, but it's not really that way anymore. There will be no other rewards, points, or sweepstakes, so they're totally leaving everything else behind. The new version of WatchBack will launch in July. So everything is coming to an end here June 25th. We realize many of our existing viewers signed up for a different type of app, so we will not be simply updating the current app. Instead, we are shutting down the existing app on June 25th, and there will be a new WatchBack app that you can download only if you're interested. So what it is they're getting rid of everybody that currently has the app itself, which tells me that they want to clear the slate and they only want people that are going to be watching these movies. The current WatchBack app will no longer be available for download after June 14th and will stop functioning on June 25th. You will no longer be able to redeem points on WatchBack.com starting July 1st. If you have points you would like to redeem after that date, you can redeem them using your WatchBack login on perk.com until September 23rd. There you have it. It's no longer dealing with perk at that point. Please keep in mind that there may be minimum gift card redemption amounts on perk.com. The current minimum is 1,250 points. If you have fewer points than the minimum amounts for redemption, you will not be able to redeem a gift card on perk.com. So just know that if you don't reach the minimum, there's no point in doing anything more. If you're not already in with perk in order to cash out, you will not be able to do so. Please monitor your WatchBack consumption carefully to avoid having an unredeemable volume as of the 25th. All points will expire September 23rd. So there's some big dates in here letting you know what's going on with this app. But like I said, if you didn't get this email, check through your spam box and everything else to make sure that you didn't miss it. As we continue on, featured episode, monthly bonuses, weekly streak bonuses, and weekly sweepstakes will all end June 3rd. So the time you're seeing this, that's all over. The daily bonus, 10 videos for 250 points, and featured episodes bonus, 100 points, will continue till the 25th. So you can still continue to use this for a little bit, and you can still really kind of make a little bit of money here until towards the end of June. Existing WatchBack logins will not work on the new WatchBack app, so they are getting rid of everything. My suspect is that they're clearing everything to do with perk in general here. You will need to create a new account to use it. You can sign up for the new account using your current credentials. Accounts created for the WatchBack app will not work on perk.com. So do know that perk.com, you're not going to be able to use this anymore at this point. If you have any questions, please reach out to our support team. At least they did leave an email and allow you to at least contact them if you have any questions about it. They could have just came out and shut the app down and left everybody hanging. They didn't do that. I guess they're trying to salvage the name so that people have some recognition and hopes to bring some of the viewership back. But what really we're going to see is not a whole lot of that if you're in for the phone farming aspect of this app itself. And that, in fact, may be the type of people they are trying to get rid of. They want the people that are going to dedicate to watching the movies and actually viewing it than to just leaving it on and running. They want to thank everybody who has downloaded the WatchBack app and hope that you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it initially. I did make good money with it in the initial state. I have to say it was nice to have, and they invite you back to in July when they started up. Sincerely, the WatchBack team. So what this has to say is another app is going away. It's moving to something totally different, and I'm not going to be downloading it just because I don't go to the movies that often. I mean, the rare occasion I might, but with that being the only way to cash out, it's just a no-go for me, and I feel it probably is something that most of my subscribers or anybody that is in the phone farming world probably won't continue with this, because I just don't see it being being that good of a deal. If you got in on this early, you know how well this app worked initially with perk. It was something that a lot of people jumped on initially. It had some really good payouts, but ultimately it could not sustain itself. My opinion on it is that it probably had a lot to do with the advertising on mobile devices really not going that well, as far as they know that most people that see ads on their mobile device are not clicking on the ads, they're not viewing it. It goes by, they skip over it as soon as there is an option to skip the ad. We all know that watching YouTube videos, it's the same thing. If it's a skippable ad, the majority of people skip it. Let's be honest, nobody wants to sit and watch an ad. Occasionally you will find something interesting. I have found a few things that I went back and checked out on an ad that I found either on one of the cell phones running videos or on YouTube itself. So other than in a political election year where it doesn't matter, they're putting so much money out on advertising everywhere, it really is hard outside of really a certain thing that's going on, whether or not it be in your area, whether if you're here in the United States, it tends to all be election year type things that really do well. Other than that, there's not a whole lot else that really pushes advertising on mobile devices all that well that I have seen that have really made a difference. Unfortunately, it is a loss of another app, so we'll have to keep an eye out. We'll see if something comes in to replace this void, because I don't know what Perk's going to do with this, or whether this is actually spelling the end to Perk itself. Because for me, this was my main app that I used with Perk, and they're going to be ultimately here on the 25th. They're going to be done. So WatchBack will be over on the 25th. You can see this did come out on May 31st, so 3 days ago. As far as this, I could have made the video a little bit earlier, but I did want to go through. I wanted to see exactly what it was and see, was anybody else talking about it? And I really haven't seen too many other people, especially on YouTube, talking about that this ends. So I did want to put a video out there. Hopefully there'll be something else open up. But if not, if you made money there initially, like most of us did, if they were on it when it first came out, we all did pretty well with it. It's sad to see another phone farming app disappear, but ultimately, they don't last forever, and we'll continue. We'll push on. We'll try and squeak out that little bit of extra money that we can each week, and we'll continue on. So I thank you for watching me here on the channel. If you like what I do, check out some of the other phone farming videos if you'd like to know more about phone farming and what that is. I do have a playlist up if you want to learn about it. So click on the playlist, learn a little bit about what we do here with multiple smartphones and making some extra money doing it. So I thank you all. Like I said, it's all extra. Nobody needs to freak out. It's not like you were losing your full-time job, because if you were doing this as a full-time job, you already know that those days are long gone. So another app goes the wayside. We'll keep looking for something new. I thank everybody for watching, and as always, have a wonderful day.